Seemed like Judy Mikovits was onto something. Yeah. Greetings, family and friends. Yeah, you know it's Rastafari Soldier. And we're going to talk about what's going on. It appears that the United States, the high level Department of Energy actually has confirmed the possibility of a laboratory leak could be a reason why this COVID-19 pandemic spread worldwide. And we are going to talk. I'm going to run the intro, people. Share it up, Jamaicans. We're going to talk about this right now because the people them have me like a fool.
So from them mix with the fire, them have to mix with the lightning. Them mix with the lightning, them have to mix with the thunder. Them mix with the thunder, them got to mix with the world. And they so black people put the wicked them under. Hey Babylon, me see them a fret and them a wonder. Who flashy lightning and who roll the thunder? Deep root flashy lightning and him roll the thunder. Babylon, me see that them a panda. Look how much of the youth them will them fret and kill, look how much them put under. How much of the youth them will them send a dove cut ya. Where Babylon the fire burn no longer. Babylon the proofs full of say you can't turn ya. Fire king, Rastaman and a real fire king. Boy, fire king, Rastafari soldier, fire king. Yeah, balalang bang,
Pick up people, TV, respect, make sure to tune in here every time.
Greetings, families and friends. As a top U.S. official speaks to CNN, ladies and gentlemen, they have reported that the United States of America has confirmed that the China leak could be possible, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rastafari Soldier. I'm going to change the little title here that I have up here. It's an unfortunate situation. Yeah. Now, the Energy Department in the United States of America has just come out with a survey, investigation done by Lawrence National, the Livermore Institute, that actually does government investigation tests in labs. Now, the bombshell of information that was stated, the U.S. Department of Energy has asserted that COVID-19 pandemic most likely come from a laboratory leak in China, according to the newly updated classified intelligence. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if this is true, then there should be some kind of punitive responsibility because millions of people died. Now, I have a video here. I think it's a NBC or ABC video that's telling you fully what I'm explaining, that the United States Energy Department that investigate, chemicals, biological chemicals, has stated that they believe that the laboratory leak is the more feasible conclusion. Now, listen to the video here.
Tonight, NBC News learning the Department of Energy has concluded COVID-19 likely came from a lab leak in China. According to two sources with direct knowledge, key lawmakers on the House and Senate Intelligence Committees were recently briefed by top intelligence officials on a classified report, which cited new information leading the Energy Department to back the theory with low confidence, symbolic of a larger divide within the intelligence community on how the virus started, with agencies differing on whether the novel coronavirus may have leaked from a laboratory or through natural transmission. The Wall Street Journal reporting Sunday it was unintentional and a lab mishap, a U.S. official confirming that assessment from the report and stressing there's still consensus this was not a Chinese bioweapon. But there is still no definitive answer or agreement from the U.S. government on the overall origin.
some elements of the intelligence community have reached conclusions on one side, some on the other. A number of them have said they just don't have enough information to be sure.
The Energy Department telling NBC News the agency continues to support the thorough, careful, and objective work of our intelligence professionals in investigating the origins of COVID-19 as directed by President Biden. The GOP-led House Oversight Committee, confirming the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, provided classified information to the panel earlier this month as lawmakers seek more answers.
In other words, my family and friends, the people them know for a minute now. You hear what it says? Lawmakers provided classified documents. So it is appalling that, first of all, I got so many YouTube strike, lost channel, deleted video for saying the same thing. And here it is. Two sources that the Department of Energy asserted in the intelligence report that had low confidence the COVID virus accidentally escaped from the lab in Wuhan. Now, intelligence agent can make assessment with either low, medium, or high confidence. A low confidence assess generally means that the information obtained is not reliable enough or too fragmented to make more definitive analysis, judgment, or there is not enough information available to draw a more robust conclusion. That them have on CNN. But what I'm explaining to you, the evidence have already been there. Not just from the Lawrence lab, but the fact that Zing Zing Yi, the bat lady that you're looking at right there, discovered the strand since 2019. The fact that the virus spread from the Wuhan area, the wet market, because it has been documented that's where it come from. The fact that the State Department now is coming out 3 years later. The fact that Orange Man solved the mystery right away. And the fact that the United States, the WHO, the CDC, and Dr. Fauci would not allow people to inquire, speculate. The fact that social media and all these platforms would delete you just for insinuating your free thought leads me to come to a conclusion that this is not a surprise to a lot of people. They said the latest assessments added further divide in the government. You're looking at Judy Mikovits on the screen here. The fact that the United States government tarnished her career and the internet has deleted all the files and documents, and the claim that she and other so-called tinfoil hat scientists like Dr. Bitar was telling us that this can be treated naturally. The fact that my channel got shadow banned, the fact that this is the first time I'm feeling comfortable to speak about it is a shame. The fact that I still have a guideline ban for talking about COVID-19, the fact that the people are still silent, and if you look it up in the paper, there's no inquiry about who, where, what, when, and why. And the streets have solved this inquiry a long time ago. I heard, and it's documented on YouTube, former President Obama, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, in 2013, 2014, says there's going to be a pandemic in the next administration. Ladies and gentlemen, various intelligence agencies have been split on this matter for years. In 2021, the Intelligence Committee classified a report that shows 4 agencies in the intelligence community had assessed it with low confidence that the virus likely jumped from animal to human naturally in the wild, while and assessed with the moderate confidence that the people believe that the pandemic was result of a laboratory accident. This is 2021. Remember, I told you the assessment has 3 different levels. You got low assessment, medium assessment, and high assessment. Me not trust none of them assessment. CNN is reporting, ladies and gentlemen, that the Wall Street Journal is reporting big newspaper that the United States Department of Energy is now coming to a conclusion that there might be a low level, that the result of the COVID-19 could be from a lab leak. Ladies and gentlemen, they say it's a low confidence that this virus likely jumped from animals to human in the natural or wild. Wild. Now, if it was jumping from one animal to another, it would still be jumping, people. 3 other intelligence committee eliminated were the elements were unable to, coerce or come to a conclusion around either the expanding without additional information or report, they said. Now, like I said, Sunday. And you have to still look at the narrative in our people. Why are they releasing this information now? What is going on in the world? Oh, tell every little boys and girls, something is going on over in Europe. There is a war going on. So, it's being reported that China might be getting involved. Now, the Wall Street Journal first reported this assessment of the Department of Energy. A senior U.S. intelligence official told the Wall Street Journal that the update to the intelligence assessment was conducted in light of new intelligence, further study of academic literature, and conclusions which experts outside the government. Of course, now that the private sector can see how they can release the information little by little. Ladies and gentlemen, it's documented on the internet. The lady you see in the pictures is called Zing Zing Yi. You're looking at Dr. Collins, okay? And these are the people that were in the Wuhan laboratory that was subsidized, that was funded through the NIH, National Institute of Health, which the world Lord, Dr. Fauci, was in charge of. And as the United States had a little dog and pony show last year, and I think Senator, what's his name? It's not Ron DeSantis, but a senator, I think he's from Kentucky or so, he was asking, did the United States or the NIH fund gain a function? And Dr. Fauci tiptoed around it all over and denied it. And here you have the Energy Department of the United States asserting that intelligence have reported that they have a low confidence that the COVID-19 virus accidentally escaped from the Wuhan lab. So what them I do? Them I deal with it like we are puppet, like we are idiot. Because we have laid down all of our human rights to the government and have followed one man, essentially, in the last year of Trump's election, and he has violated us. And now that information is starting to be revealed and released through FOIA acts and through investigation and questioning, they are slowly disappearing out the limelight. When's the last time you seen him on TV? He has now disappeared. But now that CNN has released, and NBC and all these other people that are falling into line, which I have much questions about the reason why they're doing this, because they have fallen into line under the misconception that people cannot have their own opinion. These social media companies, Facebook, YouTube, Google, all of them, none of them are exceptional. Okay? None of them. Twitter, they all are government agencies. Ladies and gentlemen, back in the early 2000s, the government was looking a way to undermine the Constitution in the United States and worldwide dominate so they could spy on people. I'm telling you the truth. They come up with something in the United States called Silicon Valley under the pretext that they would inject money into it to create technology and create a technology boom. And out of it come the internet and all kind of spy operations for the FBI, CIA in the United States. And it have become a huge clandestine security operation to the point where the economy has changed, in the word of Susan Zerborg, from a capitalistic economy to a surveillance capitalism. And what they have done, they have come up with all kind of different ways to track people through their cell phone, click, biometrics, audio, and I'm sure YouTube is going to either delete my channel, give me another community strike, because I am telling the truth. The social media company is in bed with the government and do not want you to know what is really going on. So that's why I'm telling you, say, subscribe to The Approach TV if you want to hear the truth. And if the channel get deleted for any reason, me I put it back up, name The Approach TV. One time them delete my channel, 2 times them delete my channel, 3 times not, go make them stop the Rastaman panel. One look a Rasta you run up and go thief me name Dave Roach, but me just spell it with the space in between it. So if you're seeing this and you're not subscribed, check the subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. I am perturbed, appalled, that these people can blatantly lie to the population worldwide and dominate the people them under their control and their Machiavelli ideology through their Illuminati lifestyle and their classes. A long time them are dominate people. And now that people have eyes and can say and have social media and can point out the degradation, the digital, even the financial enslavement and captivation of my people, now they're going subvert. They're going covert. Now, these viruses that they claim to have jumped from human animals to human naturally in the wild is not continuing to do it. They said that the intelligent community has told multiple explanations, and that's what they do. They create chaos. When Orange Man was telling you no where it came from, on a laugh and on a ridicule Orange Man. There is Zing Zing Lee. Her name is the Bat Lady. You can look her up. Look up if she did not discover the COVID-19 strand of the respiratory virus in around 2013, 2014. Now was the Wall Street Journal want to pat themselves on the back. Both them are the first to report on the assessment of the Department of Energy. A senior intelligence of the United States office has told the journal that they are doing so because of updated information. They have assessed it now, and experts outside of the government has input their input in. Then what about me? What about Tucker Carlson? What about Jordan Peterson? What about all the other people them? Judy Mikovich? What about Dr. Bitar? We should be having a class action lawsuit on the social media for being in bed with the United States government and the WHO and the CDC for violating the human rights of the world population. A Department of Energy spokesperson told CNN in a statement that the Department of Energy continue to support the thorough and careful objective work of our intelligence professional in investigating the origin of COVID-19 as the president directed. A lie tell, because it's obvious Joe Biden is in bed with China. It's obvious that Dr. Fauci was under some kind of restraint because the science where him did that talk about. All me granny, all that little pig they know say, you can't stifle yourself to get healthy or stay healthy. And I see some of these maggot brain people still doing it. The Department of Energy, Office of Intelligence, and the counterintelligence. Yeah, a counterintelligence, because uno cannot have no intelligence. Uno a counterintelligence. Uno a counter the obvious. Uno a counter the plain in sight. Uno a counter the obvious. The government agency that makes up this intelligence community, which are under the umbrella of the Office of Director of the National Intelligence, they have declined to comment. China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has pushed back against the claim when they asked reporters about the assessment during regular briefing on Monday. Now, spokesperson Mei Ning pointed out that the authorities and the scientists colluded and researched a 2021 field mission between China and the World Health Organization expert. They said WHO and China concluded a research in 2021. They determined that the lab leak hypothesis was highly unlikely. The mission was later criticized for the lack of transparency by Western government. Oh, you mean WHO, China, United States, need to come clean to the people, if you know what I mean. The parties concerned should stop stirring up arguments about laboratory leak, stop smearing China, and stop politicizing the issue of the virus origin, Mayo told the newspaper at the conference. What you mean? They should stop stirring up arguments about the laboratory leak. Me want to know if you don't have any heart or any conscience to know that millions of people lost their life. You are talking about stirring up arguments. You are talking about smearing China. You are talking about politicizing the issue of the origin of the virus when the virus has been used as a reason to strip away the fundamental human rights of the world's population. You have locked down the world. You have told sick people them say them can't get visit from them family, and you have isolated good and healthy people. You prevent people from going to church. You prevent people from bury them dead. You prevent children from going to school. You stop people from breathing in clean God air. Or not stop people from all go to Sunday church. Or not stop people from go to beach, from traveling. Or not basically put on a hand on the table. This is straight control through chaos. And my people them, I want to make me know if you understand what I'm saying. The National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan, said on CNN that the State of Union on Sunday that the intelligence community remained divided on the matter, while noting that the President Joe Biden has put resources into getting to the bottom of the origin of the question. A lie him a tell. Cause only the GOP and the Republican in the United States are here, Ron Paul and all those people asking. And that's the senator name. Ron Paul was questioning Dr. Fauci. Jim Jordan also, Tim Scott. On a go on like say people don't have no sense. On a violate the normal human rights of people worldwide. On a violate Canadian citizen. On a force a foreign substance into people's body through mandate and through the threat of removing them from their workplace. On a threaten people's survivability. And it appears that you all are complicit. Now you want to deny it. Now you want to diminish the world effect. People should be calling for punitive action. Countries should be calling for investigation on an international level. And as right now, there has been no definitive world court, no body on an international level that is investigating And that can bring punitive charge either against the United States, the WHO, the NIH, EcoHealth Alliance, Dr. Fauci, or even China and the Wuhan lab, ladies and gentlemen. And it is asinine for us to actually think that. These people are coming clean and telling us the truth. This was a worldwide effort between multiple fascists, governments, and media to try to suppress the voice of the world, to try to illegally inject and to manipulate our deoxyribonucleic acid worldwide on a level with an undermining and a cynical outcome. And I am peed off that YouTube constantly, block my videos, delete my videos, and even put about I've violated YouTube guidelines, and everything that I've said and other people have said is being revealed and released on a slow drip on purpose. Because time make the mind grow forgetful, ladies and gentlemen. And right now I'm live because me dey on fire. To know that these people played with so many people's lives worldwide. And now they're trying to diminish and letting go the information little by little, stating that some of the elements of the intelligence community have reached a conclusion on one side. Some, on the other hand, have not. A number of them have said that they just don't know enough or have enough information to be sure. Sullivan said Biden had directed the national laboratories, and which are a part of the Department of Energy, to be brought into assistance to assess this finding. In May of 2020, researchers at the government-backed Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory issued a classified report that found that the possibility of the coronavirus escaping from the lab in Wuhan, which comes at the time when the line of inquiry was considered taboo. 2020 May, after Orange Man stood up there, I don't know what he said. Chinese virus. YouTube constantly delete, block, violate people for making an assertive intellectual comment. It's our opinion, ladies and gentlemen, even if we are lying. Now they come up with this Nazi Gestapo kind of organization, like them a truth teller, or they're the owner of truth. The government lie the most. They are the deceptive generator of the incubation of lies and deception. The media is in bed with the government. So that's why so many independent news reporters like Rastafari Soldier and Deep Roots TV bring you the truth. These people take you for some coat, them take you for pan coat, them kill off your granny and your father, and they know what's going on. It's the truth. I'm telling you, the US being exploring the possibility that the COVID-19 spread through a laboratory leak. April 20, through the intelligence community, has not reported that the lack of cooperation from Beijing has made it difficult for them to question what's going on. Now, a lot of Republicans have reacted to this in the United States, ladies and gentlemen. The latest intelligence assessment was provided to Congress as Republicans in Capitol Hill have pushed for further investigation into the lab leak theory, while accusing Biden's administration for playing down the possibility. The House Foreign Affairs Chairman Mike McCall said that he was pleased that the Department of Energy has finally reached the same conclusion that I have already came to. Hear that? You hear that? This is a House representative. This is not a scientist. Okay? He's not a scientist. He's just the House Foreign Affairs chair. And he already come to the conclusion. So did Ron Paul probably. I have requested a full and thorough briefing from the administration on the report and evidence behind it, the Texas Republican said in a statement. McCall said that in his statement referred to a 2021 report he had released as ranking member of the Foreign Affairs panel, which found that the preponderance of the evidence proved that the pandemic originated with a leak from the Wuhan lab. You hear what I'm saying? This is a representative, a Texas Republican representative, stating that in 2021, a report that was released by ranking members of the Foreign Affairs found that the preponderance of the evidence provided proved that the pandemic originated with a leak from the Wuhan lab. The chairman called on Biden's administration to publicly concur with the conclusion. So a long time from 2021, they must say, they knew this. It is critical that the administration also begins the work immediately with the partners of the allies around the world to both hold China, the Communist Party, accountable and to put in place update internationally regulation to ensure something like this don't happen again, McCall said. Republican Senator Dan Sylvan of Alaska on Sunday called for a public hearing following the disclosure of the Department of Energy assessment. We need to do extensive hearing. I hope our Democrat colleagues in the Congress support that. I know the Republicans in the House are certainly supportive of that, the Senator Armed Senate Service Committee member said on the NBC panel. Meet the Press. Think about what just happened over the last 3 years. One of the biggest pandemics in a century. A lot of evidence that it's coming from China. Sylvan said. The spokesperson from House Oversight Chairman James Comer of Kentucky Republican said that in a statement that the committee was reviewing the classified information provided by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence in response to a letter requesting information early this month. One of the sources said that new assessment from the Department of Energy is similar to the information from the House Republican Intelligence Committee report released last year on the origin of the virus. You are going to so that me I tell you people, the people them know what I want and what I want, and me I tell you see that I want and what I want. Them know. CNN, NBC, ABC, Meet the Press, whoever, they all knew. And they were in collusion with the United States government, with the WHO, with the Chinese government, because they had an agenda behind the whole pandemic. They used the presidential order and the emergency powers to violate the people's rights internationally, worldwide, and it's an embarrassment for the media to be colluding with governments, pharmaceutical companies, and corporations to violate regular citizens' life and regular citizens' rights. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier. I am appalled. Reporting live, Deep Roads TV. And I know, like I said, I've reported like this already. And YouTube, I currently have a violation under the community guidelines because I report about COVID. It's the only thing that YouTube have ever violated before. And they have deleted many people's accounts worldwide for questioning, for displaying their human rights, for asking questions, for suggesting, and even if it's lie, no one in the world have the right to stop anybody from lie. Make me know if a liar show me a tell. You can't stop somebody from say what them want to say. This is social media. I speak the truth to the youth, so that's why they try to shut down Deep Roots. See, that it come to pass, it proof. I'm Rastafari Soldier, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that red subscribe button. More life, more joy. Me, I gonna make you hear it again. Listen to the report. It depend NBC, and I read the article from CNN. YouTube, the new tube, you are boo-tube. You in bed with the government. Been violate the Rastaman channel. Me burn a fire upon you. In your face. Subscribe, like, and share. Join the Rastaman panel. Listen to what them say. Listen what them say. NBC this. And you can look up other one. Me read out the CNN article. The Department of Energy in the United States is concluding that there's a possibility. Say the COVID-19 come out of Wuhan from a lab leak. Listen!
Tonight, NBC News learning the Department of Energy has concluded COVID-19 likely came from a lab leak in China. According to two sources with direct knowledge, key lawmakers on the House and Senate Intelligence Committees were recently briefed by top intelligence officials on a classified report, which cited new information leading the Energy Department to back the theory with low confidence, symbolic of a larger divide within the intelligence community on how the virus started, with agencies differing on whether the novel coronavirus may have leaked from a laboratory or through natural transmission. The Wall Street Journal reporting Sunday it was unintentional and a lab mishap, a U.S. official confirming that assessment from the report and stressing there's still consensus this was not a Chinese bioweapon. But there is still no definitive answer or agreement from the U.S. government on the overall origin.
Some elements of the intelligence community have reached conclusions on one side, some on the other. A number of them have said they just don't have enough information to be sure.
The Energy Department telling NBC News the agency continues to support the thorough, careful, and objective work of our intelligence professionals in investigating the origins of COVID-19 as directed by President Biden. The GOP-led House Oversight Committee, confirming the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, provided classified information to the panel earlier this month as lawmakers seek more answers.
It sound like them a cover something to me. It sound like them know more and them knew it long time. A lie them lie. A spy them spy. Them tell the people them say them a go lower the curve. Them tell the people say them a go immune. Them tell the people all kind of thing other than the truth. So I'm glad you signed in today, Protes. I had to go live while it's hot because I am hot about this. How much of your family member them make lockdown? How much of we opportunity them put on the ground? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm perturbed, peed off. Cannot believe they would violate people like this, ladies and gentlemen, and then coming out and talk about low possibility. Them know a long time. Them know, but they violate the human rights of the people. They commit the ultimate crime. I'm Rastafari Soldier, ladies and gentlemen, here of Deep Roots TV. Subscribe, like, and share. You hear? I am vexed, Panawania.
Yeah, man, big up to Deep Roots. Yeah, man, you want to hear the truth? Tune into Deep Roots. Up top. What do?
A true owner don't know the implications of what we're reading here. These people feel like them can control everything through chaos. More the people them forget smart, you know. More the people them to think within the mind and stop think within the heart, you know. Leave the emotions out of it. A facts over feelings me I deal with me generals. A facts over feelings me I deal with me empress. These people are acting like they're God. They come up with fear and fright to control the people because they know the cerebral cortex opens when a person is frightened. And then you, within a certain time, you can control them. we all know that the possibility and probability of things can increase and decrease, especially people when the virus seems to come from the Wuhan area. And we all know that there's a lab there and there's collaboration between international people like Dr. Fauci, like Xing Lee, like the Bat Lady, like Dr. Albright, and Dr. Collins has been out speaking about it, and people have been banned, taken off of social media purposefully because they want to suppress the information and suppress the truth. So be careful what you're doing. Be careful what you're doing on these social media. If you think a private company, you are mistaken. They're the long arm of the government and they're working together. Subscribe, like, and share to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear the truth. I'm Rastafari Soldier, The Approach TV. Leave your comment on this subject, ladies and gentlemen. Share it up. Comment. No, you too probably are going to delete it. Share it up quick. Because whenever I speak on this subject, this appears to be a problem with me telling you what's going on about the COVID-19. Well, make them delete that one here and say nothing. The United States Energy Department has revealed that there is a likelihood that the COVID-19 was a pandemic through a lab leak. The possibility is low, but me I tell you when me know, them say Wuhan is the possibility, it's the location, and me been telling you that Xing under Obama administration and Joe Biden was the vice president, discover the strand of the COVID-19 through research and through funding through the NIH and linked with Eco Health Alliance, your organ T, Dr. Albright, and Xing a long time Jody Mikovic, I tell you no, what a guan pan, what a guan. Them delete everything for you off the internet. Look her up and see what you can get. She know what's going on. She's a whistleblower where them give both 6. In a court, them all lock her up. How long? Because they're hiding what's really going on the land. They're hiding what's really their diabolical plan. I'm Rastafari Soldier. Hit the red subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Leave your comment. Make me know what a guan pa, what a guan. Are you shocked? Are you surprised that now the United States government, the U.S. Energy Department, come out now and I make people know that it's a possibility that, yeah, them say it's low, but it's a possibility. Say the COVID-19 was a lab leak and them a try make it sound like say it's accidentally making sure nobody think that it was a bioweapon from China. How you know that? You don't know that me want to know everything coming from every angle. And then I will make an assessment for myself. Me no need you for your program to me. What you say a true or lie. Put the information out there and make me put it in my brain. And then come to my own conclusion. I am a conspiratorial mind. Me love to think conspiracy. And not illegal about that. Because right now, it sounds like the conspiracy them always right. It seems like Wuhan Institute of Virology and China, and more than likely Ron Paul question, Dr. Fauci, the United States, WHO, it appears that they know more than what they claim to know. Subscribe, like, and share. Me nah breed no fair. Because no boy can tell me, say me have to cover up my face, me can't breathe God ear. More life, more joy, more fire.
Fire king, leading to fire king. So from them mix with the fire, them have to mix with the lightning. Them mix with the lightning, them have to mix with the thunder. Them mix with the thunder, them got to mix with the world. And they so black people I put the wicked them under. Hey Babylon, me see them a fret and them a wonder. Who flashy lightning and who roll the thunder? Deep root flashy lightning and him roll the thunder. Babylon, me see that them a panda. Look how much of the youth them will them shut and kill, look how much them put under. How much of the youth them will them send a dove cut ya. Where Babylon the fire burn no longer. Babylon the proofs full of say you can't turn ya. Fire king, Rastaman and a real fire king. Whoa, fire king, Rastafari soldier and real fire king. Yeah, bang bang bang, I can't wait yeah.
Pick up Deep Roots TV. Respect. Make sure to tune in. You hear? Every time.